friends, this is Bren. Today we're going to be making some Southern style cornbread dressing. So here we have everything we need: some self-rising cornmeal, milk, eggs, and oil. I'm making a huge batch of cornbread because I'm making dressing for between 25 to 30 people. So I'm making 2 double batches just of the recipe that's on the back of the cornmeal bag. So I will put that recipe down below, but keep in mind it's 2 double batches. So of course, if you're making dressing for a much smaller crowd than that, then just make the regular recipe on the back of the cornmeal bag. At this point, I realized I had only put half the amount of cornmeal that I needed. So I caught that pretty quick when I started stirring it up and I saw how thin the batter was. So I went ahead and put the other half that I needed in there, and it was just the right consistency. So I'm spraying my 2 casserole dishes with some butter spray, getting the pans ready to put the cornbread mixture in. So we're going to get this evenly distributed into both of the casserole dishes and get this in the oven. I've had the oven preheating on 350, and we're going to bake for about 30 minutes and then we'll check it. So it ended up baking for around 42 minutes. So we have the cornbread chunked up in the pan, ready to be crumbled. We have some cream of celery soup, cream of chicken soup, onion powder, sage, and celery salt. I'm sauteing some onions and celery on the stovetop. There's a peek of the turkey. It's already been nibbled off of. I'll let you guess who did that. So at this point, it was just time to go in with my hands and get it all crumbled up, because that's the best way to do it. The first step in really good dressing is to get the consistency right. At this point, I don't even know if I'll need both cans of the cream of celery or the cream of chicken soup. It's really dependent on, how much of the drippings from the turkey that I have. So I just go in and I pour a little bit at a time and, get it combined into the cornbread, and then I just kind of go from there. It takes a little bit of time to get all of the drippings from the turkey worked into the cornbread, but it just provides such good flavor. It's really one of the secrets to good dressing. I did end up putting 1 can of the cream of celery soup in the dressing just to add to the flavor, but I didn't use any of the cream of chicken soup. Now I'm going to add in my sauteed celery and onions, and some people don't saute their vegetables that they put in their dressing. That's just a preference. I like to have the vegetables sauteed so they're not crunchy in the dressing. So now we're going in with the seasoning. I'm going to start with a generous amount of onion powder. Next is celery salt. And I poured way too much in my hand and had to put some back. I was afraid it would be too salty with the canned soup because, you know, canned soup can be very salty. So then just kind of combined that and got that mixed together. Next, the sage, and that was probably maybe a tablespoon and a half that I had in my hand there. And I don't really have a recipe for this part. I mean, it's really all to taste. So I think I probably ended up adding about 3 to 4 tablespoons of sage total. And then the last step is to add 2 eggs, and then the dressing's ready to go in the oven. So I baked it for about 1 hour and 15 minutes on 375, and it came out golden brown. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe.